going to talk about exercise categories, and then we're going to put our exercise categories into boxes, create a full training program. So today's focus is going to be on programming your fitness training. We'll make sure to get a full body approach, and we'll talk about the necessary components to it. So first off, we have different types of exercise categories we'll talk about, and then we will talk about the subcategories for those exercises. Let's first start off with three main types of exercises for the entire body. We have upper, we have lower, and we have core exercises. Okay? Upper can be compartmentalized into chest, back, and shoulders. Lower can be quad, hamstring, and calf. And then the core is going to be front, side, and back. So each upper, lower, and core category would be our main categories of exercises. So we'll put this in category 1, okay? So as long as you're getting upper, lower, and core exercises in your training, you're getting a full body approach. We'll talk about how to take this full body approach and split it into a bodybuilding type of training, and we'll also talk about full body approaches and functional training. So here is your second subgroup, which is going to be chest, back, and shoulders for upper. Lower is going to be quad, hamstrings, and calves. And core is going to be front, side, and back. Okay, and now each of these will have a third subcategory. Okay, for chest exercises, you're thinking about things like barbell and dumbbell bench. You're thinking about things like dips. Okay, those would be the three categories. Back is going to be pull downs, rows, okay, and then you can also think rhomboids. For shoulders, we're going to think front, side, and rear shoulders. Okay, so each of these categories will also have 3 subcategories. Okay, so that's going to be the third subcategory. For the lower body, for quads, okay, you're going to have more of a medial focus, a lateral focus, and a adductor focus for quad. For hamstring, you're going to have a glute focus, a glute med focus, and a hamstring focus. And then for calf, it's going to be front, side, and rear. So side calf, working on that front, and then also the rear. So thinking about the calf as the lower limb. For the front core, you're going to think things like planks and any type of rollouts, any type of movement in that sagittal plane. For the side planks, clamshells, and then also extended side planks. And you can also think, I shouldn't put extended side planks, I should just put rotation work. For the lower back, you want to think extensions, you want to think lateral bending, okay, and then you also want to think isometric loads like bent over rows, or doing things that involve an isometric focus for the low back. So these would be the 3 categories of upper, lower, and core. So upper gets split into chest, back, and shoulder. Lower gets split into quadriceps, hams, and lower limb or calf area. Core gets split into front, side, and back. Okay, so we want to make sure that when we hit upper body, for chest specifically, we're thinking barbell bench press or dumbbell bench press, incline or flat, and then also dips. For the back, you want to think pull downs and rows. Also thinking about rhomboids, and for shoulders, we're thinking about front front delts, side delts, and rear delts. So that's going to be overhead pressing, that's going to be front raises, it's going to be upright rows, side raises, rear flies, that type of thing. For quads, you're thinking about squats, lunges, split squats, lateral squat. For medial, you think step ups. Lateral, you're thinking leg extensions. And for adductor focus, you're thinking sumo squats or lateral squats. For the hamstring, for the glute, thinking things like hip lifts, deadlifts, hip thrusts, glute med, any type of lateral or frontal plane exercises like side steps, single leg squats, skater squats. And then for hamstring focus, you're thinking single leg reaches, Nordic isos, or any type of hip lift or leg curl with a slide board. So that would be more hamstring focused. When it comes to the calf, you're thinking front raises or toe raises, also heel raises. So getting calf and tibialis anterior, and then also the side of the calf or the peroneals, and that's just making sure they are kind of massaged or at least foam rolled, so getting that whole calf. For the core, thinking things like abs, ab rope, crunch, decline sit-ups, leg lifts, plank work, side forearm plank twists, any type of push-up plank hold, bear planks, and then any type of rollout saws or movement, like a saw plank or a rollout for the front of the core. For the side core, you're thinking things like rotational work, okay? You're also thinking about chops and lifts, okay? You're also thinking about the lower back, okay? Back extensions, isometric holds for lower back, and then thinking about lateral bending for the QLs and the obliques, so they kind of interact with each other for the whole core. So these would be the three main categories. First category is upper lower core. Second category is chest, back, shoulder, quad, hamstring, calf, front, side, and back core. And then our third dimension that we just went over. How are we going to prioritize a full body training session and then our week? So let's just say we're doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday routine, okay? And we'll talk about the box approach first. You can have a box approach linear, box approach random. You can have a triple block or superset block approach, or you can have a pyramid approach. So the box basically means that you stack boxes on top of each other. Each box represents an exercise, and then you kind of set the amount of reps and sets beforehand. So you want to make sure for 4 to 6 weeks, you're doing 3 sets of 8 to 12, and then 4 to 6 weeks, 3 sets of 5 to 8. So every 4 to 6 weeks, you're going from higher reps to lower reps, so that also the intensity will shift. Higher intensity, lower intensity. So when you're first beginning a client out 4 to 6 weeks, think about 8 to 12 rep range, and then after 4 to 6 weeks, go into that 5 to 8, even as low as 3 to 8 rep range, where you are pushing maybe a little bit harder. So this is going to be more 85%. This is going to be more 75%. Okay, you can push at 90 and you can go as low as 70%. So this is how you're going to set your periodization of training. Every 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to change the sets and rep scheme from loads higher reps to higher loads lower reps. Okay, and 3 meaning that you still have about 2 reps in reserve. So for strength training purposes, you can only get 3. We want to think you could get 5 if you had to, but you're doing 3 because it's 90% of your max, or 95. And then you have 8, so you should have about 2 reps in reserve there as well. But thinking about 5 would be the perfect number here, and 10 would be the perfect number here. So a good 5 reps at about 70 to 85% intensity, and then a good 10 reps at about 60 to 75% intensity, maybe a little spillage. All right, so that's how we would periodize our training. Then we would take our boxes and stack them on top of each other. This would be a linear approach. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 if they choose 10 exercises. You should realize that your top 6 are your most crucial, because you might not get to 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if you get 6 exercises times 3 sets, and with a warm-up set, you're thinking about 20 total. And if you do upper, lower core, you're getting a full body approach, and you're getting 10 sets of each muscle group, which is the minimal effective dose for maintaining. If you do this 3 times a week, 30 sets of each muscle group each week. So that's why it's really important, and if you're doing upper, lower, or core, and then also switching between the different chest, back, shoulder, quad, hamstring, calf, and then front side as you work out. So you're getting a full body approach. Okay, so this would be the linear box approach. Now we'll go ahead and talk about a randomized box approach. Now this is most people are gonna be best suited with a randomized box approach because of the equipment that's available at their gym, the way they personally like to work out, and then also sometimes it's not accessible to be able to do 2 exercises in a row. Sometimes it is, so it just depends. Sometimes you do exercises you plan on doing first because what you want to do is taken by somebody else. So you have to think strategically, and then eventually get back to that equipment that you're trying to use in your workout. But you want to prioritize your main lift. So you really don't want to go into the gym and say, well, I'll just skip this one. No, you should have a main lift for the day. Then the second lift is almost as important as the first lift, and the third lift is just almost as important as the second lift. And then the next 3 should be kind of mediocre types of exercises that are not as important as those first 3. Those first 3 are really important. Shoulder presses, squats, deadlifts, single leg squats, skater squats, those types of things we want to do initially in those first boxes. So the randomized box approach will look like this. So you might do 1 exercise, then 2 exercises, then just 1 exercise. Then you might do 3 exercises. It's going to get you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they went single set, superset, single set, triset, single set, superset. So what that is, you perform a single set, which means you're doing 3 total sets times 10 reps, okay? And you can have 1 warm-up set for about 5 to 10 reps to get you ready for the weight. Then you're gonna perform superset. So this is 2 exercises in a row. Okay, this could be anything from 3 by 8 and let's say 5 each side. Let's just say if you're doing a 1-arm row and you're doing a deadlift, so you can do a deadlift for 8 and then a 1-arm row 5 on each side. So you're getting 10 total reps here, 8 total reps here. Those reps are pretty high. You also think you're doing a superset, so that's double the amount of reps, and you're doing 2 compound lifts, which means that you are doing 2 lifts that involve multiple joints and multiple muscle groups. So not just 1 muscle group or 1 joint doing the. So that's why you can reduce the reps there. Okay, going back to a single set, you might do something for 10 to 12 reps. If you're starting as a newbie, maybe 15 reps with lower intensity. Then you can go something like core, or maybe you're doing something like something different than you did from the last one. So if this was an upper body exercise, you could do lower body, and then you could do upper body, or you could do lower body and then core exercise. And it all depends on what exercise equipment is next to you. If you're doing a pull and dip machine, that would be 2 upper body exercises, that's totally fine. But you wouldn't want to continue the next block being an upper body. You probably want to go body or core or something else. Sometimes I like to break up sets with single sets, and those single sets will allow me to kind of get ready for the next big super or tri-set. The kind of breaks, so to speak. So I could do a 3x10 seated row or seated chest press or bench press or something like that, and then go into something like a 1-arm row, a hinge, and then a core exercise. Okay? So it just depends on what's around me or what's available in the weight room. Okay, so that would be the randomized box approach. Okay, and then you're going to have your pyramid approach. Okay, that's where you're going to take 6 exercises, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you wanted to, you could add in a superset here, or just a single set and then a double set. Okay, so this is prioritizing one main lift, doing a really good superset, and then doing a tri-set, and then going 7, 8, 9, and 10 if you wanted to. Or you could circuit the bottom, which I like to do. So circuiting the bottom, and that's going to get you total exercises. So this would be like maybe a bicep curl, tricep extension, side core, and then maybe back extension, something like that. So doing single joint exercises in these bottom tiers, doing compound lifts in these top tiers. So that's kind of how I structure my training. Now, as far as what approach am I going to take as far as a full body randomized box approach? First, let me show you the CFSC triple box approach. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And what you do is you do upper body, lower body, core, upper body, lower body, core, upper body, lower body, core, and then go through the different categories. So I could go chest, back, shoulders, lower, or I could go, if I want to focus just on chest, or I could go chest, I could do pull down and then shoulder press. Then I could do something like for the lower body, I could do something like something glute focused, something hamstring focused, and something maybe abductor or adductor focused. Okay, like a lateral squat. This could be a deadlift. This could be a lift, or I could think quad dominant, hamstring, and then glute focused. Okay, get a good spectrum there. And then for core, I could do back, lower back, abs, and then side core. Okay, and then I could do this for 4 to 6 weeks, and then I could change up the different categories of exercises every 4 to 6 weeks. I could progress the exercises, make them harder, or I could change the exercises entirely, as long as they're fitting a full body approach. All right, so let's go ahead and show you how I would plan on Monday, Wednesday, Friday using this approach, and maybe a randomized block. So I'm going to go over that now. So on Monday, my first exercise, let's just say it's an incline barbell press. Okay, my second exercise is going to go with something like a deadlift. Okay, third exercise would be an upper body pull, so like a pull down. Fourth exercise is going to be a core exercise, so choose one of the 3. This is going to help kind of relax before my exercise. I'm going to go into another press, so either a dip or shoulder press. And then I'll go into a lower body, so a squat or a leg extension. And then my 7th exercise, I'm going to go into a core, so this would be a back extension. And then 8, 9, and 10, if I get there, I might do bicep, tricep, And since I did core here, let's just say I did abs, back extension, so I might do something like side plank if I want to do 10 total exercises. If you're doing 10 total exercises, 3 total, 30 total sets, you're already about 10 over. If you're a beginner, you probably don't want to go over 20 sets. That's why you might want to think top 6 exercises are going to be most important. If you could do each for 3 sets with 1 warm-up set, that's about 20 sets. If you're doing upper body, lower body, core, you're getting full body. Okay, sometimes I like to put the core in my warm-up, and warm-ups are a totally different story. We'll talk about warm-ups on a different day. This is for your primary lifts. Okay, so this would be the linear box approach. Now, if I were to segment this, I would probably pyramid this a little bit. So I would probably do my barbell press here. I would do a deadlift and a pull down in this box. And then if I could, I would do 3 exercises here. I might do an upper lower core exercise. And then I might finish it off with these 4 here. All right. Or I could just break these off into superset and a superset and just end with 2 supersets. So that would be a way you could create a pyramid. Obviously, this is the linear approach. And then if you're doing the triple stack, then you would just do upper body, lower body, core, and just make sure that you're switching from push, pull for upper body, and then also for lower body, squat or hinging exercises. So that's a quick way of how I would set up the pyramid. Now, if I'm going to do a randomized Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to show you how that will look. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to start here with just a main lift, and then we're going to superset the next lift. Okay, and then we'll go back to 1 segment. Let's go to another. Alright, and let's go to a triple. Let's see where we're at. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's just 1, sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I get 9 exercises, I'm lucky. You don't really have to plan for 9 or 10 exercises. If I was doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday random split block, for this first exercise, I'm going to go upper body. Let's just say for phase 1, I'll do upper body. First, phase 2, 4 to 6 weeks later, I'll do lower body. So, and then every month I might shift to upper body, lower body, if you see what I'm trying to do here. Phase 4, lower. Every month, I start Monday with a different upper or lower body. So if I'm at Monday, I go upper body, and then do lower body, upper body. On Wednesday, I'm going to go lower body, and then I'm going to do upper body, lower body. On Friday, I'm going to start with upper body, and then do lower body, upper body. Okay. This is what I'll probably add in a core exercise. I'll probably go back to upper body, lower body. This will be lower body. This will be lower body, or this will be a body, lower body. And then we're gonna go lower body, upper body, core. For this one, upper body, lower body, core. And for this one, we'll do lower body, lower body, upper body, core. Okay? Then I will go up to here and say, all right, what do I want to do for upper body? So I'll go, okay, I want to do barbell, chest here. Lower body, I want to do back squat or front squat, whatever one you prefer. And then upper body here, I want to focus on pull-ups or pull-downs or chin-ups, any type of pull-down. Now for this lower body, since I'm doing squat here, I'm going to go deadlift here. Then for upper body, I'm going to do a row. For upper body here, I'm going to do a press, a shoulder press. For lower body here, I'm going to go, since I did squat here, deadlift here, I'm going to do some type of hip lift. Okay. Now I'm going to do lower body is going to be back to my deadlift, maybe single leg deadlift. Maybe I can do a 2-leg deadlift here. So now I'm going from 2 leg to 1 leg. For the upper body, since I did row, chest, press, I can think, okay, I did barbell chest, maybe I'll do bell incline. Okay. For core, I'm going to do ab rope. Ab rope is my favorite. For this core day is back extension. And then for this one is just my favorite core exercises are. Now we're going back to upper and lower body. This is when I could do something like biceps and triceps. So I could add in a third here. I could go bicep, tricep, and then I could do something like a split squat. For here, I could go lower body, upper body. Maybe something like a hip lift and a squat here. Maybe just a single leg or a double leg deadlift, or maybe we could do some type of adductor work or abductor work. So maybe like clamshell. So that's going to be a little bit of core. And we could do clamshell, which is lower body core. And then maybe we do something like a lateral bear crawl. Okay, because you're kind of already on the floor. You're doing upper body core. You could also just do some push-ups here. That would be another good one. So I have a push-up or body weight, side plank, any type of thing like that. Now upper body, lower body here. So upper body was at full. Then we did dumbbell incline. Now we're going to do a row, seated row, some type of one arm row, and then lower body. For this one, we can do, since we did single leg deadlift, we could probably do something knee dominant. So we could do a sumo squat, a lateral squat. We could do a rear foot elevate, split squat would be a good one, or a 1-leg squat. Okay. Now we're going upper body, lower body core for the bottom. Now the bottom tier, thinking, okay, we don't want to overdo it this bottom tier. This is if we have time. We might just circle 1 or 2 sets. So for lower body here, I might do something like a hamstring curl or a quad extension. So let's just say quad extension here. I'm going to go hamstring here. And then I might do lower body here. I might do some type of adductor work. So some type of sumo squat or lateral squat. Okay. Now for upper, I can do something like, since I biceps and triceps there, I could do another pull down. So I did a row, so I can do a pull down. It would be a good time to do a pull down. And then for core, I do some type of plank work, some type of ab rollout, so front abs. Okay. For body here, I'm gonna have a, let's see, we have a press, we have a push-up. Now I'm thinking about either like a chest fly or a rear fly. So I would say chest fly here, and then rear fly. So we're making sure we're getting both chest fly and rear fly. And then for core, since we got front here, we could do side core here. Okay, instead of a side plank or lateral bends or one arm carries with the weight. And then for core here, we could do rotational core or some type of chop, some type of lift, some type of rotate. So we're getting a full mix for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body approach using the categories of exercises. So this is what I would call the boxed approach to fitness, where we subcategorize those exercises, and then try categorize those exercises into a formidable table that helps you make sure that you're getting all of your different things in, okay? Now, might not have gotten everything in, okay, like rhomboids and traps. So this is just phase one, okay? Remember, next phase, I can be like, all right, right now I can think, I want to make sure I hit next time. All right, so I might use a different marker. And that's when I'm going to pick apart this one and say, all right, I don't have enough of what? What do I not have enough of, okay? I probably want to add in some traps. I probably need in some side delts. I might want to do some more chest pressing. Okay, I might need a little bit more more quad emphasis or one leg squat emphasis. Maybe since I'm doing upper here, maybe I'm doing my one leg squat next time. Okay, and then I can start using this green marker to start doing phase two. After I've done phase two, I think, all right, what did I miss from phase three? And then I come in and I write in what I'm going to do for phase three. And then I come in for the last phase, phase four, new marker, new day. And then there I have 4 months strategy, or could be as long as 6 to 24 week strategy. So 4 to 6 weeks of programming, switch it up if you can. This is a good approach to training your exercise needs. All right, what questions do y'all have for me? What do we got? Any questions? What do we got? YouTube, we'll see you later. I will repost this.